See, what you see a lot of is loadouts before people even go. But I'm going to give you a loadout after I've already been. Hey, what's going on? It's Matt. Welcome back to the channel. Tonight, it's rather late at night, I am going to do a gear loadout of what I took on my overnight that I had last night. And I thought this was kind of a creative way to do it, simply for the fact that every time you see a loadout of a backpack, they basically show you everything going in nice and neat before they go to their trip. There's energy. But what about when you get back? When things aren't so nicely and neatly put into your pack and they've got dust and dirt on them and there's smells coming out of your bag because you just haven't got rid of the stuff in your bear canister, the trash that is. So I thought this would be kind of a unique way to do it, and I'm going to jump into this. It was a only one night overnighter. I did not film it simply for the fact that 2 weeks ago I filmed a day hike where we did an overnight. I will link it somewhere up below. We went to a place called Hidden Lakes. There was a couple of us. It was an absolute blast, just great to get away. So without further ado, we'll start with the pack. This is the Kelty 058. I was forced to buy this pack, and by forced I mean my old pack went bye-bye and said goodbye to me. It was very sad. So after some research, found this bad boy on sale. I don't like getting a 65 liter pack. I firmly believe the larger the pack you have, the more stuff you're apt to bring, which makes the pack heavier at the end of the day. And I'll tell you the base weight of this pack before I left, and I'll save that for the end of the video. But it's a great pack. It performed well on its first overnight. I'll be taking it again for the multiple overnights that I have at the end of September. But everything in this bag will stay the same, except the food cache will go up more. But this is exactly what I would bring on a multi-day as well. So without further ado, on this outside pocket right here, this is where I kept my Mountain Hardwear raincoat. Did not get a chance to use it, but that's where I kept it because it was nice and easy to get to just in case. Smart water bottle. I did not use it for drinking. I bought a backcountry bidet, which I did not get a chance to use either, but I brought that simply for the fact that just in case I wanted to use it, you know. On this other side pocket was a mini tripod. I did not film this trip, but I still did make videos up there and took some incredible shots, some night photography stuff, and did some light painting with the guys that were there and taught them how to do it. This other part of the pack has nothing in it, and the way that this pack is designed is there's a big stuff pouch right here, and then there's the water bottle ones down here. So there's one Nalgene on that side, and on the other side it's exactly the same. These are the tent poles for the tent that I brought, which is the Kelty All-In 2. I've done a review on it. I'll link it somewhere up here. The stakes for that tent because it's semi-freestanding. And then I also had my camera in this pocket, which I'm filming on right now. And then another Nalgene bottle. I love Nalgenes. I know a lot of people say, oh, you know, you could drop some weight if you got rid of the Nalgenes. Trust me, it's on my radar. I'm thinking about doing it. Let's swing this around to the brain. The back part of the brain has a zipper. In there was poop kit. And then headlamp, which is the Petzl Active core with the rechargeable battery. And then had some Noon tablets on top. I also had snacks up here. I'm not a real big snacker when I go backpacking. I never have been, even since, you know, I started doing it 20 years ago. Just not. And a small thing of pepper spray, because I couldn't find my bear spray, so I thought, hey, what the heck, might as well have something. And then when I flip open the top part of the brain, there's also another zippered pocket in here. Glass cases, because I do need glasses to see at night. A bug net for my head, just in case we had to deal with mosquitoes. and trash. How great is that? Then opening up to the top part of the pack, the very top is the body of the tent, the fly of the tent, and the footprint. Kelty all in for 2 pounds and 13 ounces. It was a great tent. There was a ton of rock though. I was a little concerned about kind of staking it out properly. When I go on my backpacking trips later in September, I'm going to have to do little rock, big rock to probably stake it out properly. In here is a Anchor 20,000 milliamp battery, some charging cables, and then something else? No. Oh yeah, and a brush for my camera and a lens to clean the lens on the camera. Sit pad. This is not a Z-Rest sit pad. Look, to be honest with you, it's all closed cell foam. Save yourself some money. Don't buy the Z-Rest one. This is my water filtration pouch. In here is Sawyer Mini, a G-Knock bag, a knock bag, whatever you want to call them. And then I have the actual liquid purifiers, Aquamira, where you have to mix it. I totally forget the name of this stuff. And see, like, this is what happens when you get home. You're tired. You're not sharp, you know? Ugh. Because we were in bear country, bear canister. This is the BV45. This will hold 3 nights. Had the option to put a lot of other stuff in here, simply for the fact that I wasn't carrying 3 nights of food. And in there I was able to put my cook kit, which is the MSR Pocket Rocket 2 stove kit. This thing was awesome, performed phenomenally. I did review it on my channel. I'll link it up here. Spoon and fork, the Yuko one. Trash. This is all trash now, and this is even this is in an op sack, and I can't smell it, but it stinks. A little GSI bowl because I didn't eat out of this, but I used it to balance my Ziploc bag meals that I made because I did not do any freeze dried. And this is just other stuff, obviously food that I did not eat, which is all good. Moving down next, my big Agnes Air Core. This is the non-insulated one. Little worried about having it because where we were going, when we left, it was 77 degrees, and it was supposed to drop down to 35. I was a little concerned, so I literally brought heavier clothing to sleep in, and we'll get into that in a second. This is just toiletries. It's a foldable toothbrush, toothpaste, a little thing of Gold Bond, and nail clippers in there. A little camp light. I typically wouldn't bring this because it's just extra weight you don't need, but it came in super handy because we had a group of people last night, and it was just good to have a general camp light, even though we were lucky enough to be able to do an actual fire. But where I live, 90% of the places you backpack in, you cannot do an actual fire. I just had planned this one out so we could. This is a 9-liter Sea to Summit draw bag. This is not waterproof. So it's not considered a dry bag, but in here are my extra clothing, and you're saying, Dad, that's a lot of extra clothing just for one night, and it is, and it kind of sucked. And the reason why I had to do that is because of the fear of the major temperature drop that we were supposed to have at night. So there's a pair of convertible pants in there, there's a full set of long johns, there's an extra pair of socks. So this is something that, like, to be honest with you, I probably would just bring on a 3-day, and I'd probably throw in an extra pair of clean underwear. So that's not going to change either. A packable towel because there were lakes where we're going to go swimming. And then down here is the rest of my sleep system. And I do put it in a dry bag. It is the Big Agnes Buffalo Park. This is not a backpacker's sleeping bag. I just like it because it sleeps more like a bed, and yes, I could get a quilt, but one of the things that everybody was complaining about this morning when they woke up was falling off and slipping off their pad. This is one of the Big Agnes sleep systems that has the pad integration sleeve on the back, so I absolutely love it. It's 2 pounds, 15 ounces. I'll be honest with you, like, it's not that much more weight. I put it in an actual dry bag simply for the fact that there was a possibility we might get rain, and this pack does not have a rain cover to it. But inside this is the funnel bag for the air pad, and then I have 2 Trekology pillows. I started listening to Dan Becker, man, and Dan Becker's right. 2 pillows rule. And then there's the actual bag in here. And because we were worried about the temperature drop, I actually put the liner in this bag, and it's still in there now. Big Agnes's liners are a little bit unique. They're not a full liner. It's literally just like a sheet that integrates with the bag. And you can sleep on top of it, or you can sleep below it, like as another additional blanket. It worked phenomenally. It was not cold last night. I guess we kind of got lucky that it didn't get too cold. So I didn't even put on long johns last night. So I had a lot of stuff that I just simply didn't need. In this bottom hip zip pocket was sunscreen and bug spray. And then I had the air horn, which I just did a review on, in that other zip pocket. And then I had some sunscreen chapstick. And then in the other hip pocket, I kept my cell phone. I think that is everything in the bag. Feels good. Oh. And then I had my Mountain Hardwear puffy. No, this is not the Ghost Whisperer. I've had this jacket for a long time. It's just as light as the Ghost Whisperer, but it's not the Ghost Whisperer. So that's what I took on my overnight. Oh, forgot this. This is the Osprey roll. I did a review on this as well, and you can see what's in this. I'll link the video above as well. So this has my first aid kit in as well as some other things. My base weight was 26 pounds. Now, not happy about that, to be honest with you, for just one night. But if you took away the camera gear, and I actually reached out to John Kelly, who has a great backpacking channel. I said, do you count your camera gear as part of your base weight? He was actually on a backpacking trip this weekend too, so he hasn't gotten back to me yet. But I'm gonna be honest with you, like, if I wasn't bringing a camera and a tripod and all this stuff and extra huge battery to recharge stuff, my base weight would have probably been around 22. Also, just this bear canister alone, empty, is 2.1 pounds. So I can get this down a lot. I can ditch the Nalgene's and do the smart water thing. So that's what I brought on my overnight. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I probably will do this again, but in reverse, like how everybody else does it, about when I'm getting ready to go at the end of September for a 4 days. So hey, thanks for watching these things. Hope everybody's staying safe and sane. Talk to you soon.